Hi everyone and welcome to Mayaakatha where stories dance. I'm really excited today to be here. My name is Shraddha Nigavekar of Katha by Shraddha, and I'd like to thank Meera of Mayaakatha for hosting Katha by Shraddha and collaborating together for a really important cause. The cause is Kids Be Kind. Sorry for that. I was just looking at some messages I was getting. And as people join in, I hope you get a chance to listen to what Kids Be Kind is about. Kids Be Kind is an initiative started by my friend, 8-year-old Kabir Gundecha. He wanted to do something about the children who were on the streets of Pune. And he really felt sad that he saw these children and they were going to bed hungry at night, and that really touched his heart, and he really wanted to ensure that no child in Pune goes to sleep hungry at night. And that was a simple wish, a very simple wish, but what a task, what a mission. And to this purpose, Kabir decided in his own little way that he was going to make Rakhis. And around Raksha Bandhan time, around Independence Day time, he would make these Rakhis and sell them. And then whatever proceeds came from that sale of Rakhis, he would then put towards buying meals for children on the streets. And Kabir has been doing this for a while now, but this year, Kabir dreamed even bigger. He wanted to feed 1,000 children on the streets of Pune. So his school, DLRC, pitched in too, and they supported him. And they had all the students of the school, 250 students of the school, making Rakhis, including parents, including the whole school community, helping Kabir in his mission. And Mayaakatha and Katha by Shraddha thought we'd pitch in and help via storytelling by doing this live event of storytelling, where you get to watch a very interesting folk tale that I'm going to tell you, and then you can donate via GPay to Kids Be Kind. You will find information about where you can donate in the description of this event. So let's get started. I'm so excited to do this live on Mayaakatha where stories dance. So let's dance together. The story that I would like to tell you is a folk tale from Thailand. But before we get started, let's invite people in, let's invite those stories in. मेरे पास आओ मेरे दोस्तों एक किस्सा सुनो मेरे पास आओ मेरे दोस्तों एक किस्सा सुनो Come with me, my dear friends, let's listen to a story. Come with me, my dear friends, let's listen to a story. So the story I'm going to tell you is a folk tale from Thailand called The Two Fishermen of Thailand. And I had heard this folk tale a long time ago, a year ago actually, in July of 2021, from another storyteller. This storyteller was from Indonesia and her name was B.A. So B.A. narrated this story in one of the Zoom meetings that I had joined, and I really loved the story. So I kind of picked up on that story and have been narrating it since. It's one of my favorite stories. So let's begin. Oh, do you know the fishermen of Thailand? Have you met the fishermen, the fishermen, the fishermen? Oh, have you met the fishermen of Thailand? Once upon a time, in a coastal village in Thailand, there lived two best friends. And yes, they were fishermen. Their names were Tain and Tana. Tain and Tana, like I said, were best friends. They did everything together ever since they were born. They cried together, they laughed together, They learned to crawl together, to walk together, to talk together, to eat together. They just did everything together. They couldn't be separated. They were really, really best friends. And as they grew up, they continued to do things together. So when they were grown up and they were working as fishermen, they used to walk to the beach of Thailand. Pay attention, this is how they walked. Pom 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 pom. And then Tain and Tana got into a small fishing boat. They were not very rich, so they owned a small fishing boat together, and they got into that fishing boat together, and they rowed out to that huge ocean. Row, 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 row. And they took up their fishing lines and they tossed that fishing line into the ocean like shwoom, plop. And the fishing lines went into the deep, cool waters. And they caught fish. And they caught a lot of fish. They caught 100 fish. They were very happy. They came back inland and they cooked together and they shared those fish and they ate together. Yummy, 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 yum. And this happened every day. Tain and Tana walked to the beach together. You know what to do. Pom 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 pom. They sat in their small fishing boat together. Row, 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 row. And they flung those fishing lines. Swoom, plop. And the fishing lines went deep into the water. And they caught fish. But you know, this time, they caught fewer and fewer fish. I'm not sure if it was maybe some degree of pollution or climate change, but they caught fewer fish. And this time they caught only 50 fish. But 50 was still enough, so they came back inland and they cooked together and they shared their catch together and they ate together. Yummy, 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 yum. And so it went on until one really hot, dry summer day. Tain and Tana walked to the beach together. Come on with me. Pom 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 pom. Got into the boat. Row, 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 row. And there goes the fishing line. Swoom, plop. Into the deep, cool sea waters. But that day, they caught only 9 fish. And the next day, only 8 fish. And then 7, and then 6, then 5, and then 4, and then 3. Until one day, they caught just 1. Just 1 fish. Oh, I caught only 1 fish, Tain, said Tana. Well, at least you caught 1 fish. I caught no fish, said Tain. Oh, that's okay. You're my best friend. We'll take it back inland and I'll share my fish with you, said Tana. Oh, thank you, Tana, said Tain. And they rowed back inland and they brought the fish to the shore and they cooked it. And when it was time to eat it together, Tain said, Tana, you know what we can do. I will take the head of the fish and the middle of the fish. And you, Tana, you can take the tail of the fish. Yeah, that sounds good, right? Well, why? No, I will take the head and the middle of the fish, and you take the tail. I caught the fish. You didn't, said Tana. And Tayin said, but, I'm older than you, so I should get the better part of the fish. What's age got to do with it? And you're only a month older than me, it doesn't really count. You're so selfish. And you are no less. You want the best of something that doesn't even belong to you, said Tana. What? You're so arrogant. And you don't even know how to divide things properly, said Tana. You want to fight? Yes, let's fight. Two best friends, they started fighting right there. My goodness. Pow, 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 kachum, bashum, dishum, dishum, kapow, kapow, kapow. And they made such a racket in that village that all the villagers came by the shore to see what was going on. And a village elder came by called Tayu, and he yelled, "Stop! Stop fighting!" And he pulled Tayin and Tana apart. And he said, "What is going on? Tell me, why are you fighting?" And so Tayin and Tana explained what was going on and that they were fighting over who would get which part of the fish. Yeah. And Tayu was very, very disappointed. He said, No. You should not be fighting. You two are best friends. Friends don't fight, do they? I will help you. Let's see now. Okay. Tana, you caught the fish. So you will get the head of the fish. Okay? And Tayin, you will get the tail of the fish because you did not catch the fish. And as for me, I will take the middle of the fish because I solved your problem. And saying this, Tayu divided the fish and gave the head to Tana and the tail to Tayin and walked off with the middle of the fish. And Tayin and Tana looked at each other. And Tayin said, "We're such fools. We're sad and we're dirty and we're hungry." And Tayu walked away with the best part of the fish. We were fools to fight Tana. And Tana said, "Yes, Tayin, you're right. We should never have fought. We're best friends. We should have shared the fish equally. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too, Tana," said Tayin. And they shook hands and they hugged and they were friends again. And so they ate the head and the tail as they were given, and they went to bed hungry that night. But the next day, they woke up and, as was their usual routine, walked to the beach. Pom 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 pom. Into the boat. Row, 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 row. And those fishing lines, do it with me. Shwoom, bloop. And the line sank deep into the cold, dark ocean waters. But they still caught one fish. Yes. So they came back to the shore and they decided to share the fish and cook it and eat it together. When the fish was cooked, Tana said, "Tayin, you caught the fish this time, so you take the head of the fish and half of the middle, and I will take the tail of the fish and half of the middle. Does that sound okay?" And his friend agreed, said, yes, yes, that sounds absolutely fair. I agree. And so they divided the fish and they ate it together. Yummy, 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 yum. And this went on, and as the days rolled by and the hot air went shoom, 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 away from the coast of Thailand, and the cool breezes started flowing in, the fishing got better. And one day, Tain and Tana caught 10 fish, and then 50 fish, and then 100 fish, and a month later they caught 500, and then 1,000 fish. There were so many fish around lying that they didn't know what to do with them. So they started to market it inland, where people did not have fish. And they sold their fish to other people. And they started a fishing business together. And that business grew and grew so much and so well because they shared everything so perfectly that they actually had to hire people to go fish for them. And those people that they hired sat in the boats and went row, 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 row. Tain and Tana did not have to row anymore or do any work anymore together. But they always did two things together. They walked together, pom 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 pom, and they ate together. Yummy, 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 yum. And that was the story of Tain and Tana, the two fishermen of Thailand. I hope you enjoyed that live telling. I'm really happy and grateful to Mayaakatha for hosting me, Shraddha of Katha by Shraddha, in support together for Kabir's Kids Be Kind. Please check the description and donate whatever amount that you can, that you seem to think is correct for this cause. The mission is to feed 1,000 children that live on the streets of Pune. Please donate generously, and thank you for your attention and your time. Take care. Bye.